Now, don't forget to smile. You have a nice smile when you remember.
Smile, right.
But not too much. Mustn't look as if you're desperate.
Not desperate. Well, that'll be my lift. Will you get that, please, Eric?
Hello, Eric.
Now, remember, they owe you this job. You deserve the responsibility.
Right.
Now, go and clean your teeth.
Right.
A film test in London?
Yes, you remember the commercial that Rachel's dog made?
For dog food?
Yes. Do they want him to do another one? No. Apparently an American producer saw it, and he wants to test the dog for a film. I think so. He must have been talking to my friend who made the commercial. That's why he wrote and asked if I could take Rachel and her dog to London.
Wow. What's all this got to do with Eric?
Oh, it's very simple. Rachel would like Eric to go with her.
Well, that was very thoughtful of her, wasn't it, Eric?
It certainly was, Mum.
I suppose we'd better check with your father.
Is he at work this afternoon?
No, he's upstairs cleaning his teeth. He's got an interview for promotion this afternoon.
He's going to be a supervisor.
Is he indeed?
Well, we hope so. I must say, what with the twins and the move, we could certainly do with the extra.
Right, I'm off, love. Just need the car keys. Right. Oh, hello. Everything all right?
Mrs. Jessup wants to take Eric to London.
Oh, well, that's very kind. But I'm afraid at the moment...
It's all right, Dad. It won't cost anything.
The film company are covering the expenses.
Film company? Right, well, best leave that one to you then, love. Right, if you'll excuse me.
Charles?
Yes, love.
You're not taking the car. You're getting a lift. Remember?
Right, love.
He's never his best at interviews.
I'm sure he'll be all right.
Yes. Now, does Eric need anything special for this trip?
No, just an overnight bag. As long as he's at Rachel's by 4 o'clock. They're sending a car for us.
You do what Mrs. Jessup says, and give me a ring when you get there, all right? Oh, my word, just look at that car. It's absolutely lovely. Bye-bye. Bye, Mrs. Hobbs.
Bye.
All set?
I think so, miss. Wow, look at this.
Haven't we forgotten something?
Oh. Thank you very much.
I meant the dog, Eric.
Dog?
Since the whole point of this weekend is to give him a film test, I think it might be a good idea to take him along.
Oh, yes.
You're not seriously planning on keeping that dog in that box all the way to London, are you?
I hope so, miss.
He prefers it, really.
It's the only thing that stops him being car sick, you see, miss. I'll take him out if you'd rather.
No, if that's what makes him happy.
Nice one, Eric.
Have we forgotten something, Eric?
Rachel. Have you seen these? I know, and we've got telephones. 15 channels on the television, hundreds of videos. Look at this.
Oh, wow. Come in.
Settling in all right?
Oh, it's brilliant, miss.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it? This is Mr. Kaplan's private secretary, Miss Stuyvesant, Eric Banks, and Rachel Hobbs.
Hi, Sherry Ann, please. Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Well, if there's anything you need, just holler.
Mr. Kaplan has invited us to his suite for a drink before dinner.
He's really looking forward to meeting this dog of yours.
Good. So that gives you half an hour to get changed. I'll pick you up at 2:45, okay?
Fine, miss. Half an hour, Eric. You better get concentrating. Oh, don't worry. First thing I did was put the heater on in the bathroom.
Heater?
Just to be on the safe side.
Oh, of course. Heat's one of the things that makes you change.
If I'm not out in half an hour, tell them I've been dog-napped or something.
Rachel, I suddenly thought a walk
A walk?
with your little dog. Mrs. Jessup tells me he's been in that box for the last 3 hours, so I thought maybe, well, you know, a little run on the grass.
You don't have to worry about that. He's very house-trained. He uses the bathroom.
The bathroom? You're not kidding.
So, this is the dog, huh?
Yes.
And you call him Eric?
Yes.
Right. Well, we can change that, I guess. But first, let me tell you a bit about the series.
He says he'd like that.
Good. Well, here's the big idea.
The president's dog.
Right. The story is that the White House has this incredibly intelligent dog. And whenever spies break in, or the First Lady goes missing, or there's some other sort of crisis, he comes to the rescue.
You mean a dog is running America?
I know, it sounds kind of far-fetched.
Not at all. It explains a lot.
Believe me, this is a winner. We start filming in 5 weeks. We have the cast, we have the scripts, but as of 4 days ago, we don't have a dog.
What happened?
Didn't I read somewhere in the newspapers about a dog going mad on a film set, biting the star on the bottom and having to be knocked out with a tranquilizer dart?
That's the one. And that's why I was so excited when I heard about this dog of Rachel's. Now, young lady, there's 2 things I need to know. Number 1, is he as smart as everyone says he is?
Well, he's all right.
How about if I asked him to get me a fresh cigar from the table there? Could you get him to do that?
I think so. Eric, if you could fetch a cigar for Mr. Kaplan, please.
We thank you for not smoking in this suite.
He's always been very anti-smoking.
The dog doesn't like smoking?
Well, he watched a film once about what it did to your lungs.
He might bring you a cigar if you promised not to smoke it.
Seriously?
Oh, I'm sure he'd do that. Wouldn't you, Eric?
Okay, Eric, you win.
Oh, what was the other thing?
Sorry?
You told Rachel there were 2 things you needed to know.
Right. Well, the second thing is, in view of what happened last time, I need to know if your Eric is a warm and affectionate animal.
You mean, is he going to bite anyone on the bottom?
Exactly. Like if Sherry Ann here were a movie star, how do you think your Eric would treat her?
I'm not sure. How would you treat her, Eric?
This is one hell of a dog.
Oh. I just bought you some stuff from the basket.
Thanks. Rachel,
Yes?
if I got this part, how much do you think they'd pay?
I don't know. We got £600 when you did the advertisement. Well, this is an American television series. Who can say?
We've got to do well tomorrow. It's important.
But you've never cared about money, Eric. You don't even spend what you earn on the paper round.
It's not for me. It's home. Oh. Mum and Dad have been worried about money ever since we moved house. They never say anything, but I just like to be able to help.
Everything okay?
Yes, thanks.
Well, they're nearly set up now, so if you'd like to come with me, Mr. Kaplan wants to take you through the scene you'll be doing.
Okay, so you've read the script? Good. This is the CIA director's office, and if you remember, at this point, the president's dog suspects him of plotting to poison the Joint Chiefs of Staff at the Pentagon.
And he shouldn't be doing that.
You got it. This is the moment when Eric's character breaks in through that ventilator shaft and opens the safe to get the documents he needs.
What's the combination
What?
of the safe? He'll need the number to open it.
I think they just set it at 4 9s, Mr. Kaplan.
He doesn't need to open the safe, Rachel. Just get him to move the dial with his paw, and we can cheat it afterwards.
Okay.
So he takes out the top secret file, carries it over to the desk,
Are you getting all this?
turns on the lamp, opens the file, and starts taking photographs with the spy camera on his collar.
What?
I've got it here. It's just a prop. It's no heavier than a normal collar.
No, I'm sorry. He can't wear collars.
He what?
He can't wear collars. Well, it's a bit difficult to explain. If it had elastic, so that it stretched...
The dog needs an elastic collar. Okay, so let's take it from the top, nice and easy, and see how we go.
Quiet, please. Roll tape.
Eric, action!
Was that all right?
Sorry.
I'm afraid that's as far as he can go without the spy camera. He can pretend if you like. Why is everyone staring? Is something wrong?
No. No, nothing's wrong, Rachel. It's just that we expected him to do it in sections. I didn't realize he could do it all in one go.
I'm sorry. I thought that's what you wanted.
Don't worry. It's all right. It's just... How did he open the safe?
You told him the number.
I did, didn't I? Look, would he mind doing that all again?
No problem.
Great. All right, let's set up to go again, only this time using the spy camera. Sherry Ann, is that collar ready yet?
You want it now?
Look, let's get one thing straight. If that dog wants elastic, he gets elastic, right? Is there anything else you want? Well, first of all, let me say, we think you have a very remarkable dog. And we'd like him to do the series.
Brilliant.
I think it might be best if you gave Rachel an idea of what that would involve.
Right.
We're planning an initial run at 26 episodes with an option of a further 26 episodes a year for the next 2 years.
Of course, it'll mean you and your dog moving to L.A. for 3 years, but I think we can make it worth your while.
How much money would she get paid?
Money?
Yes.
It's hard to say.
Go on, try.
Ballpark figure, I'd say it wouldn't be less than $3 million.
3, how much?
I think you'll find it's much more than that over the whole 3 years, once you count in foreign sales.
Well, it'd be closer to $6 million if it goes the way we think it will.
$6 million?
When does she get paid?
I gather from this, she gets some of it straight away.
Standard procedure, 15% on signing.
What does that mean?
It means a great deal of money, Rachel.
$450,000.
Just for signing?
Yes.
I say we sign.
Well, how about you take it home and have a good look at it?
Why can't we just sign it now?
If someone could lend me a pen?
Rachel, no one is signing anything now.
Why not?
We'll have to think about it, talk to your mother, get some advice.
And then she can sign it?
Very possibly, but we have to wait.
You're Mrs. Jessup's right, young lady. It's a big decision. How about you call me on Monday?
Hi, Rachel. How does it feel to know the $6 million dog?
Eric.
I've been doing some calculations, and $6 million works out at £3,571,428.50.
Eric.
That's just over £1.75 million each. Now, if you put that in a building society...
Eric. I can't do it.
What?
I can't sign this. I don't know why I ever thought I could.
Why? What do you mean?
Work it out, Eric. If you do this filming, it means you have to go to America for 3 years.
Yes.
So what do you tell your parents?
Well, I tell them I'll think of something.
There's only one thing you can tell them. The truth. You have to tell them about turning into a dog. It's the only possible reason they'd let you go.
All right. So I tell them. I mean, for that kind of money, it's worth it, isn't it? Then we can all go out together.
Do we? If you've got your parents looking after you, what's my reason for going?
You're my owner.
But I'm not. This contract pretends you're my dog, but you're not. You're not anybody's dog, you're you. You're Eric. Obviously you've got to go. But it won't be with me.
You'll never believe it. Your father got the job.
Sorting supervisor. That's the official title. I'll be in charge of the early shift. 27 people.
That's great, Dad. It really is.
Yeah, well, I'm pleased. And I must say, it solves a few problems.
Does it?
Well, there's extra money, you see. Means we don't have to send your mother down the mines, sell the twins to the orphanage. Just makes life a bit easier.
Good.
But I'll tell you what the best thing about this is, Eric. The best thing is knowing that when they were looking for somebody to take charge of 27 people, somebody said, let's have Charlie Banks. He's the man. That's the bit I like.
Don't stay too long, Charles. He needs his sleep.
Right, just coming, love. Hey, so, how did Rachel's dog do in this film test, then?
Not bad. They offered him a job.
Did they? Is he going to take it?
I don't know. It's complicated.
Well, well, you're a dark horse, aren't you?
And why, miss?
I got the news from Rachel. You better come in.
Yes, she rang Mr. Kaplan last night and said that she couldn't sign the contract because Eric wasn't her dog. When he asked whose it was, she said it was yours.
Yes.
I must say I was a bit surprised. I don't think I've ever seen the two of you together.
Haven't you, miss?
Anyway, they've made out a new contract. It's exactly the same. They've just changed the name to yours. Have you told your parents yet?
Not really, no.
Well, that's the first thing you have to do. They're not going to let you go to America for 3 years without them, now are they?
No.
Anything wrong?
Not exactly wrong, miss.
No.
It's just that going to America at the moment, it's a bit complicated.
I see. Well, I'm not sure I can help you on this one, Eric. It's all a question of balance, isn't it? Weighing up what you gain with what you lose, deciding if it's worth it. And of course, the larger the sum of money, the harder it is. But you're the only one who can do it. It's your dog, after all. You're the one who has to decide.
Is it true? What? That you didn't sign, you turned down $6 million?
Sort of.
How could you, Eric? How could you say no to something like that?
I didn't say no exactly. I just told Mr. Kaplan that now didn't seem the best time.
So you're doing it later?
That or something like it, in a few years. I mean, if they pay that much money now, just think what I'll be worth when I've got some GCSEs.
Wow.
And I thought, if we still know each other then maybe your mum would let you come too.
Yeah, I'd like that. That'd be nice.
Well, shall we begin? Perhaps I could start by explaining how we're going to welcome Alex and Charlotte into God's family. Could I ask you to stand, please?
Move in a bit, Eric. That's it, that's lovely.
Oh, come
okay.
on.
Mrs. Jessup, yes, move in just a little bit. That's
Could you hurry up?
How's that?
We're all getting a bit hungry here.
Show us the babies.
Eric,
What?
do you think we will know each other?
What?
You know, when we're older.
I certainly hope so.
Really?
You bet. I mean, who else is going to look after my clothes?
Smile, Rachel. It is a happy occasion. Yeah, that's lovely. All right, everyone, don't move. That's perfect.
Come along, Charles, hurry up. Right. Everybody smile.
Eric, what are you doing? Eric.
Viewers may like to be reminded that 2 Woof videos are available.
And who knows, if Eric and Rachel eventually do marry, they might even be married by a lady. The world is such a fast-moving place. Well, that's not to say that Terry Pearson, who's one of her voices, wasn't a jolly good vicar in that, I thought. Well done. And thank you very much indeed, everybody at Woof, yeah, for an excellent comedy drama series yet again. No doubt more cups on the sideboard for that. What have we got for you tomorrow on CITV? We've got some wonderful nonsense with the Ratties, If You Can Be Where You Are Now at 10 to 4. You won't want to miss that. Captain Z and the Z-Zone, Rolf's Cartoon Club and Bad Influence. See you tomorrow.